champion. Touchdown, Alabama! Villanova! Phenomenal! Michael Jordan! They won it! Wow! Oh my goodness! How about that? Oh boy! Unbelievable! Dreams to come true. As good as it gets.
The road to the Final Four has taken us deep into SEC country here to Tuscaloosa, Alabama today for the Crimson Tide and 15th-ranked Kentucky. Sellout crowd better than 15,000 expected, and they are charged up outside Coleman Coliseum as we are just about ready to go. Let's get you the up-to-the-minute standings in the SEC. Now a three-way tie at the top, Florida, Kentucky, and the Gamecocks. You see where the Crimson Tide sits 7 and 4 in fourth place. Hi, everyone. So excited to be with you here courtside in Tuscaloosa alongside Bill Raftery. I'm Spiro Ditas. We do have some news to pass along from Kentucky's point of view. Had some issues with their fire alarm at their hotel here in Tuscaloosa. It was pulled at 3:30 for the first time. Players had to be evacuated a second time at 5 a.m. That time everyone did stay in their rooms, but Rafter bleary-eyed nonetheless.
A novel way to win a basketball. Maybe I should have tried that right there, but Cal knows it's a mechanical door, all about business today.
All part of what has been a rough couple of weeks for John Calipari and Kentucky. It started with back-to-back losses, something you rarely see from a Cal coach team. And then stretched to the limit, had to come from behind 14 down to win against Georgia in overtime. And then last weekend, that 22-point debacle at the hands of the Gators. A couple of extended practices this week. He ran him about 3 hours on Wednesday as he tries to recalibrate his team. One thing we do know, they are led all season long by their spectacular freshman Malik Monk.
Well, this Monk may have divine intervention. What a talented performer in the open floor. He's just extraordinary. He can bring the hammer, get up with the best of them, and they just love to run the floor. And that's an important aspect of their offense. But this is where I think he's dynamite. Strengths in the defense, can catch and shoot, can one bounce and shoot. He's just an extremely talented guy.
Numbers have been off the charts, although he has struggled of late. 21.9 points per game, leads the SEC and is second behind only Markelle Fultz of Washington amongst freshmen in the country. Meantime, Avery Johnson in Alabama. This is a program on the rise here in Tuscaloosa. Had that epic 4-overtime victory earlier this week in Columbia against the Gamecocks. Their first road win against a ranked team here in a dozen years. One thing we do know, they are a very young team, Raf, led by a couple of freshmen, Braxton Key and Dazon Ingram.
It's all right to be young, but to be talented certainly helps. And the one thing when you look at Key, the many aspects of the game that he can dominate. He's very good around the rim. He can bring it strong, put it on the deck, find people and make outside shots. And then Ingram can play the point guard or the shooting guard. He's got some range. He's got some ability around the rim and the ability with the Euro step to finish big time.
Bill, what about our AT&T fast analysis?
Well, the one thing we know is Alabama's an extraordinary offensive rebounding team. They bring 4 and 5 guys that can dominate at the rim. You miss, they go get it for themselves. A very good offensive rebounding team, solid around the rim. That's an aspect Kentucky's going to have to make sure they check out. At the other end, the ability to block shots. The interior defense is important for Kentucky because if they break down on the perimeter, the ability to block shots and get out in the open floor, and wow, did they bring it strong, Spiro?
Well, just how good is this Kentucky team as they get set for a huge road test in the SEC? And what does Alabama have left in the tank after going 4 overtimes earlier this week? Starting lineups in the opening tip next on CBS.